Japanese women treat the bedroom differently from most Western women, not just as a place to sleep, but as the most important room in the house for keeping the brain sharp. And there are 5 things you will almost never find in a Japanese woman's bedroom that are sitting in most Western bedrooms right now, quietly damaging memory every single night. Today, I am showing you all 5 and exactly why removing each one makes such a difference to how the brain recovers overnight. Stay until number 5, the most counterintuitive one on the list. Subscribe. Let us get into it. 1. Phone. In traditional Japanese culture, the bedroom, or the space where the futon is laid down, is considered a space exclusively for rest and recovery, not entertainment, not communication, not scrolling. Rest. The phone stays in another room. This is not a modern wellness trend in Japan. It is simply how the bedroom has always been used. There are 2 reasons this matters so much for memory. The first is the light. Even the faint glow of a phone screen on standby tells the brain the day is not fully over. We covered this in our last video. But the second reason is one most people have never heard of, and it is arguably more damaging to memory than the light. During the night, the brain does something remarkable. It takes everything that happened during the day, conversations, experiences, information learned, and files it into long-term memory storage. Think of it like a very busy office worker who spends the night carefully filing the day's paperwork into the right folders. This filing process happens in specific stages of sleep, and every time sleep is disturbed, by a notification sound, by a screen lighting up, by the brain staying alert in case something comes through, the filing gets interrupted. The paperwork lands in the wrong folder, or does not get filed at all. A study from Harvard Medical School found that even minor sleep fragmentation, being briefly woken or disturbed during the night without fully waking, significantly reduced the amount of information successfully transferred into long-term memory by the following morning. The brain's filing system needs uninterrupted time to do its job properly. After 60, this matters more than it did before. Sleep becomes naturally lighter and more fragmented with age. Adding a phone to the bedside table, with its glow, its notifications, and the brain's constant low-level awareness that messages might be coming, fragments it further. The remove. Put the phone in another room before bed. If you use it as an alarm, buy a simple clock. One small change. The brain's filing system running uninterrupted all night. 2. Clutter. Visual noise. Stuff. Japanese bedroom design is built around a concept called ma, which means negative space or emptiness. Not emptiness as in bare and cold. Emptiness as in intentional, deliberate openness. A Japanese bedroom typically has very little in it. A futon or bed, perhaps one small object of beauty, clear surfaces, no piles of things, no laundry waiting to be dealt with, no stacks of books and papers and objects accumulated over time. The room is visually quiet. This is not just an aesthetic preference. It has a direct effect on what the brain does during sleep. When we sleep, the brain does not fully switch off from the environment around it. It continues to lightly monitor the room, processing visual information even with eyes closed, as a survival mechanism. In a cluttered room, the brain's monitoring system has more to process, more objects, more visual complexity, more potential signals to assess. This keeps the brain in a very low-level alert state, rather than fully releasing into deep, restful sleep. Think of it like trying to relax in a room where someone has left lots of things half done, drawers slightly open, clothes not quite put away, dishes waiting. Even if you are not consciously thinking about any of it, your brain is registering it, processing it, staying slightly on guard. A study from Princeton University's Neuroscience Institute found that visual clutter in the environment consistently competed for the brain's attention, even during periods intended for rest, and significantly reduced the brain's ability to enter the deep restorative states needed for memory consolidation and cognitive recovery. The remove. Clear one surface in the bedroom tonight. Just one. The bedside table, the top of the chest of drawers, whatever is most cluttered. The brain's monitoring system will have less to process. Sleep will deepen. Memory consolidation will improve.
3. Synthetic air fresheners, plug-in fragrances, and artificially scented candles.
Japanese homes traditionally use natural scents: cedarwood, hinoki cypress, fresh air through open windows, occasionally natural incense in specific ceremonial spaces. Synthetic fragrances in a living or sleeping space are not part of Japanese domestic culture. The bedroom air is kept clean and natural. In Western bedrooms, synthetic fragrances are everywhere. Plug-in air fresheners that release chemical compounds continuously throughout the night. Scented candles burned before bed, leaving residue in the air. Fabric sprays applied to bedding, all of them releasing tiny particles and chemical compounds into the air of the room where most people spend 7 to 8 hours breathing deeply. The bedroom is the room where we breathe the most air for the longest uninterrupted period. Whatever is in that air goes into the lungs and from there into the bloodstream, and from the bloodstream to the brain. Many synthetic fragrance compounds, particularly those in plug-in air fresheners, release chemicals called volatile organic compounds into the air. These have been shown in multiple studies to cause low-level inflammation in brain tissue when inhaled regularly over time. Think of it like a very mild, very slow irritation inside the brain, happening every night for hours while you sleep and breathe deeply and have no idea. A study from the University of California found that regular exposure to synthetic fragrance compounds in indoor air was associated with measurably higher markers of brain inflammation in older adults, and that the bedroom was the highest risk room given the extended hours of exposure during sleep. The remove. Unplug any synthetic air freshener in the bedroom tonight. Replace with a small branch of dried eucalyptus or lavender, natural, gentle, and actually shown to support rather than disrupt sleep. Or simply open a window before bed and let fresh air in. 4. The television. In Japanese culture, the bedroom has one purpose: sleep. Entertainment happens in other rooms. A television in the bedroom is not a common feature of Japanese homes, and in the traditional sleeping space, it would be considered deeply at odds with the room's function. The bedroom is where the body and brain recover. It is not where they consume. Most people know that screens before bed are not ideal. What most people do not know is the specific way that television in the bedroom damages memory. And it is not just about the light. When you watch television in the evening, even an hour before sleep, your brain is actively processing new information, new stories, new faces, new events, new emotions. Right at the moment when it needs to be winding down and preparing to file the day's memories into long-term storage, it is being pumped full of brand new information that will compete for that storage space. Think of the brain's overnight filing system again. It has a limited amount of time and energy to file the day's important paperwork. If you spend the last hour before sleep filling the in tray with a whole new pile of paperwork, everything from the television program, the filing system has to work through that too. The memories from your actual day get less attention, less filing, less consolidation. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that adults who watched television in the bedroom within 1 hour of sleep showed significantly reduced memory consolidation overnight compared to those who stopped screen use an hour before bed, regardless of what they watched or how relaxing they considered it. The remove. If the television cannot leave the bedroom, make a firm rule: off at least 1 hour before sleeping. Ideally, move it to another room. The bedroom is for sleep. The brain's filing system will have the whole night to focus on what actually matters from your day.
5. A warm room. Most people assume that a warm, cozy bedroom means better sleep. It feels that way. Climbing into a warm bed in a warm room feels deeply comfortable and sleep-inducing. But what feels comfortable to fall asleep in, and what the brain needs to do its best overnight memory work, are two different things. The brain needs to lower its own temperature slightly during sleep to enter the deepest, most restorative stages. This temperature drop triggers the deep sleep, where memory consolidation happens most powerfully, and where the brain's overnight cleaning system runs at full capacity. If the room is too warm, the brain struggles to lower its temperature enough. It stays in lighter sleep stages. The deep work, the memory filing, the brain cleaning, does not happen as thoroughly. Think of it like a computer that needs to cool down to run an intensive program. If the fan cannot bring the temperature down far enough, the program runs slowly or not at all. The brain is the computer. Deep sleep is the intensive program. A cool room is the fan. Japanese traditional sleeping arrangements, futon on the floor, lighter bedding, cooler rooms, naturally create these conditions. Research supports the ideal bedroom temperature for deep sleep and memory consolidation as between 16 and 19 degrees Celsius. Most Western bedrooms are kept significantly warmer than this. A study from the University of South Australia found that adults sleeping in rooms cooled to the optimal temperature range showed significantly more time in deep sleep, measurably better memory consolidation, and clearer cognitive function the following morning compared to those sleeping in warmer rooms. The remove. Turn the bedroom temperature down tonight. Open a window slightly if heating cannot be reduced. Use lighter bedding than feels instinctively comfortable. The initial coolness will pass within minutes, and the brain will do its best overnight memory work as a result. 5 things almost never found in a Japanese woman's bedroom, sitting in most Western bedrooms right now, and each one quietly getting in the way of the memory work the brain is trying to do every single night. 5 removes, all possible tonight. The bedroom your brain actually needs, starting right now. Subscribe for new brain health videos. Leave a comment. Do you have your phone beside your bed right now? I will see you at the next video.